Hey, what's up? A gracious good morning to you, good people. It's your girl KB. You know what I do, and you know why I do it. It is Friday, February 27th, and it's 3:03 in the AM. Now I'm gonna follow up on my first video because I said I was going to touch on the subject, but I need to discuss something before somebody says something. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to try to get up close. You can see that my eyes are red. Now, this is something that I struggled with all through high school. Allergy eyes. Okay, I have really bad allergies and really bad sinuses. So, in allergy season, I rub my eyes a lot, hence creating the red eye and the dry eye. I rubbed them so much I got to the point of being diagnosed with acute conjunctivitis. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's basically nonstop pink eye. I remember losing all my eyelashes at one point because the pink eye got so bad. But here I am, all red-eyed. And I said I struggled with it in high school because a lot of people thought I smoked a gang of weed. And then most of the time, I was under the influence of Benadryl because of my allergies. So there you have it. Red eyes, no, I don't imbibe. Not saying that I haven't, but I don't these days, and I haven't in a very long time. But allergies, y'all, runny nose, the whole nine. Now, back to the subject at hand. And it's basically part of my algorithm that I'm starting to see things about older, mask-presenting lesbians, or as the young folks say, studs. And I consider myself part of that population. Just if you recall, I do share periodically that I'm part of the LGBTQ community, and that's LBGTQ, LGBTQ. Doesn't it sound nice when you say it that way? A little French. Anywho. Y'all, leave these cute young girls alone, please. You know, there was a youngster on TikTok the other day talking about the traits of an older person and indicated that you're never going to be right and you're going to take a lot of naps. And I was like, damn, is that how folks view the old heads? Which I am part of that population as well. I shared that I'm coming up on the birthday that makes me an official senior citizen. Yes, I am that old. But yeah, yes, it's a tap into, I want to say, youth. I watched the show Everybody Loves Raymond, and the father character was in the habit of smelling the baby's heads because he considered it the fountain of youth. Smell that youth, take that youth in. And that's what a lot of you guys are doing, man. Leave those kids alone. Let them live life. You know, it's nice to tap into your, what do you call it, midlife crisis. And stop lying about that. If you're 45 or above, you don't know too many 90-year-olds, do you? So it's not a midlife crisis. It's an old age crisis. And I was talking about how old I am, and I use the word old. And people, oh, you're not old, you're just midlife. And basically, my response was, expletive, you, how many 130-year-olds do you know? That ain't midlife. Okay, leave the kids alone. Yes, it's nice to have that energy. Yes, it's nice to have somebody young, I won't say validating you on some levels. But here's the problem. Conversation levels either have to come down or up to the point where, this youngster now no longer has friends in their peer group because they're talking about things that old folks talk about. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but that shouldn't be your main level of conversation. The other thing is, it kind of puts you in the category of peddle. You've lived some things that this person has yet to experience, and your experience is going to taint theirs. And to throw some scripture in there, you can't put new wine in old wineskins because it changes the flavor, and the wineskin expands to the point where it bursts. I want you to think about that. When you start chasing after some fine young thing, then you have to consider that fine young thing may just be viewing you as an ATM. And I know that's kind of a cliche to say, but at the same time, it has some validity to it. And what is it about you in this ripe old age that makes you want to stay in a specific time in your life? And by that I mean you're reliving your youth through the youth. Now, on a personal level, to share this, I'm the middle sibling. The older sibling, I don't know what happened in life, but they've experienced some things that has them stuck in a time frame. So any conversation with this individual is, remember that time. Now, because of this kind of emotional stunting, this developmental delay, if you will, I don't have a whole lot to say to this person. And yes, I am talking about a sibling. As a matter of fact, I cut off all conversation a while back. But prior to that, the conversation, like I said, every sentence pretty much started with, remember that time. So much so that I got to a place where I had to pause conversations and say, look, I'm not going to continue to relive high school and grade school, childhood, to make you comfortable because you didn't grow up. Yes, I remember the incident. No, I'm not going to relive it. I've done some things in the many years. I have bills to pay. That kind of conversation needs to be had at times. And if you can't find the words to engage in that level of conversation, here's a simple phrase. grow the hell up.